Alrighty. We should be going live here. And everything should be good. Volume's muted. There we go. Don't know who's coming on tonight. Don't know what's going on. We'll hang out and find out. Don't know that anybody's here yet or still here. Let's see. Just one waiting. That'd be me. It is trick or treat night. Huh? RD's here. Ryan, what's going on, buddy? It's trick or treat night, so I don't know how many people are going to show up. I haven't heard anything from Adam again. I don't know. Hard to say what's going on there. Ed is currently over on Mitch's channel, I think. He'll probably be here shortly when he gets the notification we're live. I don't know. Mitch is talking about a long-range plane or something like that. With GPS and return to home and all kinds of different stuff. Yeah, retirement life, I guess. One of these days. What's going on, Dad? So yeah, just kind of chilling out, relaxing. Everybody's out. The snow started tonight, so everybody's supposed to be out trick-or-treating, but I don't know how many of them are going to be out trick-or-treating. I think they're going to be indoors. A lot of places here, because of the weather, have moved it indoors, different facilities or whatever, so probably won't be a whole lot of that going on around. We ain't turning our light on. We're just going to leave it alone. No kids home anymore. Don't have to worry about that trick-or-treating thing, so. Hello, Tiff. Good evening. How are you? They keeping busy over there? Oh, Sean, you made it back. Yeah, you and the wife going out again, or what? Wait for you to get out there and fly that new 6-inch. I want to see some videos, see how smooth that baby is on them Azure props. I'm still working on trying to decide what kind of props I want to run on my 6-inch. Right now I've got some bi-blade bullnose. Some nice big bullnose type props. They're all right, but I want something a little different. These are going to be good for fast or this or that, but usually bi-blades you want for racing more so. Not so much the long range I found, but we got to find some props for it. Try to figure out what I want. I do have some 5.5-inch Cyclones too, some 5.5s, but I don't know. I've only tried those two sets of props so far. So I'm going to find some more now that she's built up and running good. Got the long range R9 system on it, so plan on putting some distance into it. Gotta get something that's nice and smooth. Keep that baby going. Yeah. No Adam. Edge, I'm sure, is out trick-or-treating. So no Edge, probably. Yeah. I don't know. I did share it on Facebook, so we'll see. But you never can tell. Like I said, it's Halloween night. gonna get yelled at. Yeah, you better go get on that TV and make that popcorn and all that good stuff, dude. So yeah, the weather up here has been crappy. We haven't been able to do a whole lot. I did do a little bit of flying, played around. We had a house that we were working on that was a huge place, so I did get to play around a little bit that way. Let's see here. Go back to quick access. Pull this up. And
I'll just hold it in for.
kill the audio. No, I said kill the audio. There we go. This thing. Let's see if we can share the screen here. Bring it over. We're working on. Do a quick short pack riding around flying this. The pole barn there, about 500,000 into that, and then the house off to the side. We're doing the basement. It's all crowned and everything else in the basement. There's Ed. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, brother. Are you live yet?
Yeah, I'm live.
I mean, what's the subscriptions there?
Over Gavin and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, he'll be in when he notices.
Yeah, it's a little lagged a little bit. I'm looking, still not there. Let's see. No, still not there, at least on my screen.
I don't have the YouTube over on there. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's lagging over here too. It's rotating.
Well, the lagging is always going to hurt you when you're sharing the screen.
Right. Well, it's high quality video too, so that could be part of it.
That's a big place, man.
Yeah, it's a huge place. It doesn't want to screen share very well, so we'll get it out of here.
Where are you flying there?
That's my 6-inch Martian that I was flying.
Okay.
The one I just rebuilt up, set up with the R9 on it, and like that. Let's see if my YouTube's going to catch up now. I doubt it.
Still not there.
I'm showing up now.
How long have you been live?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Oh, well, it's 7:10.
8 minutes ago, according to my stream.
Oh, you know what I've had to do? Let me see if I can do this. I'll just search night train.
Yeah, if you hit my channel, it should be on my page. You go to my videos.
No, I need to change it. Night train FPV. There we go. Oh, I see you there. It's funny because You don't see that. Oh, I need to mute this shit. Oh, it's
Yeah,
already
the
muted
YouTube
now.
was showing both of us when I looked last.
All right. So let's see. Live chat right
Live
there. Pop out the chat.
people watching, lurking.
Sean here. I see where Sean is here.
Sean's running off. It said his old lady was getting ready to yell at, being yelled at. Had to go. It's Thursday night. It's his woman's night.
Don't mess with woman's night.
He's good to stop in and say hi, though. Give a thumbs up and whatnot, usually. Head on over. But see, I haven't heard nothing from Adam lately, man. Really, it's been hit and miss. So I don't know what's up with that. I think he's unmotivated. The weather we've had here is just crap. Like I said, it's out there snowing, man. The trick or treaters are out there going, "Oh man, it's wet, it's raining, it's snowing." It's any trick or treating's pretty much doing indoor type stuff right now, I think. Oh well. It's probably
We're supposed to get the rain tonight and actually drop in the 50s by the morning.
We're at 39, I think, something like that right now. Right now. It's only 7:00 p.m. It's saying 35 currently. Let's do that. See if that'll screen share.
Oh, Edron. Hey, Eric. I saw.
Eric, happy Halloween, brother.
Oh, isn't that nice? Hey, Eric, Edron.
Well, there's our radar for you, Ed.
Oh, nice.
So happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to Michigan. It's coming to the coast, baby. Enjoy. We're sending it your way over there in the East Coast. The northern peninsula there. You're screwed.
So I take it the pink stuff is snow, huh?
The pink and the blue is all snow and extreme weather, yes. So we've got like rain and snow mix right now in red. Like the purples and all that kind of stuff is rain and snow closer to purple, and then blue is straight up snow.
Well, Eric, you should join the stream and show your progress. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Do you need a link or something, man? Because we can handle that. Let me see. Hey, look at that. I'm right on that today.
You might actually be ahead of me now, Eric.
Let's see if Bree accomplished a video yet.
Well, see, earlier Eric was doing a StreamYard, a private thing with Baduga, and Eric was getting very frustrated with soldering. But apparently he warmed up to it. What, you get dressed? That's funny. What, you're running around in your skivvies, Eric?
Running around in his boxers. That's just not right, man. All them kids running around there looking at your butt.
Yeah, I'm sure they've seen Dad that tape before. Hey, Max there. How you doing, brother? I have not seen him.
Mike B was on a couple streams last week. Not sure where. Here and there. I frequent so many different streams. I think Mike B was live this last weekend somewhere. Wasn't on his stream, but he was on somebody's stream. Yeah, Ed. Those 2 TPU mounts I made for you are sitting on the wife's desk. My shipping department seems to have been laxy daisy this week.
No worries, brother, man. I still got a ways to go, as you can see.
That ain't that far. It'd take me about 10 minutes to throw that back together for you.
I know, but that's you. That's not me. Okay. First of all, I've been informed by Baduga that I have it on the frame backwards.
Oh, geez. I hate those frames that are almost totally universal. When you get done, you're like, oh, man, what was I thinking or not thinking on that part? Roger, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Ejo, don't worry, man. We've got some white stuff coming your way real soon here, buddy. As soon as it gets across the lake to you, it'll build up and it'll be nice and thick. You'll be so happy. We got a rain and snow mix going on right now, Eric. It's crazy out there. The wife ran up to McDonald's and whatnot, and she hit me up on the thing. She said, "It is snowing now." I said, "Yeah, I know. I just seen that out the window and posted to Facebook." Yeah, it's coming, isn't it, Roger?
Look at Furball turning into Val. What the hell?
Right, Kel. No cussing. Yeah. I don't know. Fortunately for us, I think we're done with the exterior work for the season, so that means warmer days for me. Nice heated homes, interior work, short ladder work, not all the tall ladders. I get to relax for the winter, fatten up. Not as much hard work. I was putting on miles every day exterior work. Yesterday and today I did a bedroom and closet with like bookshelves and or little shoe shelves and whatnot, like as big as a window. She had a shelf unit all the way up to the window, about that much of a gap between the window and the top of her shoe shelf in the closet. But yeah, big old shelving, and did the bedroom, the trim, the window, all that, painted the wall, ceiling. Did that yesterday and today. Tomorrow I get to go back and we're tearing out a bunch of tile in her entryway and then retiling the entryway for him. Not bad for a painter, huh? Residential painter. We do trim, we do wood, we do floors, we do backsplashing, tiles, all kinds of stuff. We've remodeled bathrooms. We'll install doors in. We built the whole bar into a basement last year. Built the walls in, put slider barn doors in between the storage area and the bar area. The entry to the bar, the basement was finished like a big lounge area, family room with a little mini kitchen, and then a bedroom off to the side and a bathroom and whatnot. And so to the storage area, they put a wall. They had a wall there. They took out just a door that goes over there and widened it up so that it was 2 doors wide. Then we put these bookshelf doors. So when they're closed, they look like bookshelves. And then you open them up and it opens up to the walkway into the bar. So we put those all in. And yeah, that's the kind of paint work I do now. 18 years of painting so I can do tile work and construction and remodeling.
Well, I was looking for the link so I could send it to Eric, but I don't see it.
Well, I put it right there in the chat.
No. Oh, wait, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll send it to him.
That's probably what's over
Damn,
in my phone is Eric hitting me up, right? Yep.
Unless you just want to put it directly in the chat, it'd be easier for you. But
I put it directly into the chat twice. He didn't see it. That's all right.
Copy link address. I got it. I can send it to him via messenger.
Yeah, I've got the StreamYards and the chat and this and that and all kinds of stuff going on. Man, the YouTube lag though. I might have to see if Zoom's going to be any better and start paying for Zoom or something. I don't know. I don't like the lag. Indigo Rhino, what's going on?
Ryan, hey brother. I think I did it wrong.
I think I sent Rhino a link if you wanted to come in. I almost sent Eric a link.
Look
I'm
up
like, oh, he's got kids. He's probably out trick-or-treating and this and that and won't want to make it in. So I didn't send him one. I guess I should have.
Go up to the chat, Eric, at 7:14 p.m. and there's the link from Night Train.
Yeah, he's trying to find headphones now. Sugar cookies and chocolate chip. Well, was it yesterday? Yesterday, I think it was, or no, the day before. My mother come over. Her oven's not working, so she come over for baking day with the wife. So I've got oatmeal chocolate chip, and of course it's Christmas time, so fresh ginger snaps, snickerdoodles, whatever they are. Yeah.
Sounds like you got the munchies going on there, bro.
No, she left me a bag. That was out of all the baking she did or whatever. She left me a whole bag of cookies.
My mouth is watering right now.
I'm prepped and ready for the holidays. Started on. With the use of my oven, I get free cookies. Right? Yeah, they are good though. I've tried a couple of them now. Oh, they're pretty good. My mom loves baking cookies, so our church was having a bake sale and whatnot. So she was doing cookies for that, and she did some other ones. I didn't get any of those. She made like some maple leaf ones, and then she frosted them with some red and yellow and swirled the paint in and everything, so it looked like the autumn fall leaves. Yeah, they were pretty. And then she did cookies. Mom's pretty creative. I think the lag's only on my YouTube from me feeding. I think it's my computer slowing up.
Look, I want to say something.
Like that's more caught up than I am.
Brea Smith, she thinks the Mavic Mini is so cute, and she wishes she had waited for it instead of buying the Spark.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I heard she won the Spark or something like that. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, how cute a drone looks is not necessarily.
I like the 200.
Buy it.
I like the 250 milligram or 250 gram or 249 gram type thing, but it was also noted if you add a light, a strobe light on top of that for flying later at night, you're over your weight. If you put a skin pack onto it to decorate it so that it's unique and yours, you're overweight. If you put the prop guards on it, you're overweight. So it does look like it handles the wind pretty good, which we get a lot of wind up here, like 14, 15 mile an hour wind days that I'll go fly in with the thing. And I thought about getting it for like as a baseline, getting into 107 type stuff, like some video for doing some real estate or something like that, some little stuff, and using it for the B footage for when I'm flying for my, FPV and whatnot. So I don't want to make you wait too long. All that work you put in over there, Eric, getting them headphones and finding the link and all.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Loud and clear. So we're waiting to see some progress on yours.
Okay. All right.
We got Ed's progress on the screen.
All right. So,
putting full screen.
If you guys have been following my channel, I started off. My very first build was the Tyro 99, and we found out it's a stinker.
It's a drone. It taught you a lot.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Tyro 9. For $100, you can't get a whole lot of drone. You can't expect a lot. The quality of the gear is just too much. So for $100, the Tyro 99, in my opinion, is great for a good starter basic. You have to build it, which to me, if you're going to have a drone, you might as well build it. You're going to have to fix it. You know what I mean? To be able to build it, you have to know the componentry enough that gives you enough basic knowledge to kind of troubleshoot a little bit even. You know what I mean? So it was good for you to have it, but always going to have to upgrade on something like that, you know, as far as quality.
And here's the deal with that too, is because he actually got it to fly.
Yeah.
Right. He got it flying, and it was flying good, dude.
Yeah, it was doing
having a
great.
good time with it.
And it kind of hurt me because it was a gift. And it kind of hit home when I lost it. But so anyways, yeah, it was a great experience. A lot of it was plug and play, but I did learn some soldering skills on there. I had to like change out the VTX with it, put the far sky receiver thingy on there. Just a few oddball extra things I had to do. Yep, to make it run right. Now I definitely can say the new solder joints are 100% better on the Source One than were on the Tyro. The Tyro definitely needed to be reflowed.
Yeah.
But up until now, I haven't really had the skills. I'm not anywhere near professional, but
well, that's what practice does, man. By the time you build 15 of them, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is nothing.
Yeah. So I had a lot of coaching from Beduga RCs, and Chris actually joined in as well on the Hangouts today.
Yeah.
And he taught me a few little things. So what I ended up doing today was the last time I went live, I had all the motors soldered to the board here, but they were really, really bad. Like they looked like mountains. I'm talking about like the Himalayas. There's no smoothness about any of it. But now I reflowed everything. My camera kind of stinks.
Nice and blurry,
but yeah, it's nice and shiny.
Cloudy type tops, right?
Yeah, and even the battery. I had to build this. This is one that Ed sent me. Love my drones. He sent me one in the mail. The one I tried putting on today was a disaster. This was my first attempt to edit, and I ruined it. See, I got the one end sticking out there. I got it too hot and pushed it through. Yeah. So I ended up having to actually cut the wire.
A trick that I've learned when you're doing XT60s, use both ends. Try to get an extra one. Put that
That's what I did.
Yep.
That's exactly what I did.
Plug them together, and it'll help keep those cool and in place and whatnot from sliding.
That's exactly what I did. I put the other end that Ed sent me in there because when I first started, the first wire I did, I put I have clamps that I clamp on there, so I kind of held it up at an angle so I could solder it, and it misshaped it.
Yeah.
So before it cooled down, I hurried up to put that other piece in there, and then it kept its shape. And also did like what you said. That's what I heard. So that's why I did it.
Yep.
So I built this. This is new.
Nice.
And then I built this whole setup here. This came with the tower. All this stuff here except for this.
Zip tied to the arm or whatever to keep it out of the way or something for the battery, or are you going up top with the battery on?
This isn't long enough, so I want to go on top.
Long enough, Eric. You just bring it.
That wire looks good.
Out the side.
Yeah, exactly. I got to. Yeah, what Ed said. I have to bring it out the side or something, a different way.
Yeah.
No, you're used to a tail mount, where the battery lead comes around from the tail, and that's how all my birds were. Mad Dog 1 is the first battery I had that had
I just did it to a standoff coming out of the back, and then tucked it in front of the standoff so that if it does get moved around or whatever, it'll stay out of the way of the props more.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's tucked in there and zip tied.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That way it's pulled on. It's not getting pulled on the wire so that it doesn't come from the board, so that it's secure.
That's awesome.
Keeps it out of the way of the props too. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing too. That's an important point night training. I don't know if I can't remember in the disassembly process whether or not Chris had a zip tie between that battery lead or not. I think it was just that the XT60 male part wasn't as snug as it used to be. And I just barely brushed a branch and it pulled that wire out.
Yep.
But that's because it wasn't snug. Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
What's going on over there, brother?
What up? Whew, that was a good one.
I thought that was Ryan for like.
Yeah.
I had to put you on Loki cam for a second because that was a big one.
Over there joking, huh?
Man, and you know what? I just went outside and we got like 4 inches of snow, man. So I think
we got snow coming here right now.
I got a nice big green glass tube. I think I'm gonna take it outside and fill it with snow real quick before the neighbors see me.
Yeah, there you go.
So it looks like you'll be flying a little more of that whoop you got, huh?
I'm gonna fly the hell out of this thing, dude. It's awesome. I've been having a blast ripping this thing around the house.
Tiny Hawk Racer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new one. It's slick, man. I like it.
I heard that thing was pretty quick.
Yeah, it's definitely got some juice. I'll tell you what, man. It's everything I wanted in a whoop for being in this environment. You know, we have dogs. We're not in a big house. We're in a condo. So like, I don't need an 800, milliwatt VTX on this thing. 25 is just fine. And
there's the old Moby 7. It'll do too much, but man, like you said, 2S indoors, man. These things are quick indoors.
It's way too much, dude. I'm not saying it's not doable. You could do it. I'm just saying, like, enjoyably, it's too much.
Well, does the Tiny Hawk Racer have the control on the profiles on like it did on the Tiny Hawk, where you can go to the lower rate profile? So
well, it has profile 1 for 1S and then profile 2 for 2S.
Okay, so it's tuned for 1 or 2, but it doesn't have like the throttle controlled down like it did before.
I don't know.
Before
I have no idea.
A separate profile, so you could go to like a 75% throttle instead of the full throttle percent.
Oh, okay.
That profile. So
yeah, I don't know. It's got it's got Betaflight 4.0 on it, and
nice.
I tweaked the tuning a little bit, but now it flies like absolutely awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I've been looking to get me some more play around type stuff or whatever. I gotta start doing something. The weather in Michigan's been so crappy and whatnot, and fighting the cold and everything else. I ain't been getting much fly time in, so.
No, we got bad weather here too. It's been real crappy. I didn't even I was kind of looking forward to sending the Phantom out for like getting the fall colors and all that kind of stuff. And like when we had our peak colors in the trees, it was raining and cold and super windy and just cloudy. So like you don't even have good sunshine to reflect those nice colors back. It just all looked gloomy and crappy. It sucked.
Yeah, I think the fall colors kind of disappeared quick this year.
We still got fall colors because the trees were just not expecting the winter to hit, and it like changed up. I flew a couple days ago. I flew the 6-inch. I got to put some video up, but I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday I flew. We were out there down in Merrill flying around and doing work down there. So lunchtime I took and flew a quick little short pack at a cemetery, kind of checking some range on the 6-inch because I haven't done a lot of range checking or anything, and seeing how it does with the trees and the video and whatnot, and playing around. And then I stopped back at the house, and I was like, well, we got a couple more minutes. So I flew a quick pack around the house. The dude's pole barn's like 500,000. The house is like worth $1 million. Yeah, it's a huge place. It's
nice.
I showed a couple pictures of it earlier or whatever. It's just massive.
I seen one of the pictures out. That's a huge, huge property.
Yeah, it's crazy. got to fly it a little bit though, and nobody was really around too much and whatnot, so I did a quick flight of it. But
So why were you range testing the 6-inch? Did you put crossfire on it?
it's got the R9 module on it, so I'm just kind of looking to see how good clean my video is for distance and whatnot. And it used to have a different stack on it. I put the dyno and the trans stack we got in the quad box onto it. So there's the. Let's see if we can get a good video picture of it. There's the house and the pole barn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of property.
Yeah. So we're doing the basement. The basement's got like crown and everything else into it. That's huge. Let's see.
So let me ask you all a question. Can I ask you all a question?
We're listening.
So would y'all put, whatever they call it, would you put that shit on the stack screws?
Oh, Loctite?
It's recommended
Yeah.
any of your screws on the bottom plate that go in, you should put Loctite. The top plate are always pulling off, so not so much on the top plate, but your motor screws you want, any of your main screws that mount your arms and everything else you want Loctite on.
Okay, I've never done the motor screws. I guess I was always afraid I was going to get shit in the motors, but
motors take the most vibration.
I did do arm screws on the Batman replacement frame, which I believe Eric.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
I know Eric. But the other two screws actually hold the flight controller on the door. This is the TBS door one frame.
But those slip out and you're going to get vibration into your thing. And a lot of times you're putting them into a plastic standoff.
Yeah.
For your flight controller. So a little bit of Loctite helps hold that end of that plastic from stripping out and whatnot. Because you strip them real easy. So it's easier to put a little bit of Loctite on there and snug them up, and it'll hold it into that plastic, and it won't have any effect as long as you're using the blue Loctite. Don't use red. Red Loctite on everything out your drone.
I've heard all about the blue in your deck, or no, red in your deck.
Yeah.
You only eat the red Loctite. You don't use it.
I tried that with this one the MD95 TSI sent me. The second flight I did, it just did a fail safe, like for absolutely no reason. It happened to be above the road, and both of these front posts right here got stripped out. So I replaced them. I tried using the blue Loctite, but it still didn't work. So I just put the post from a different build on there, and it worked. They're the same size.
Hey Eric, let me show you where it's at. Okay, I bought some new things.
Okay. Hey, close the door.
I got this.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
This is 20 days wire or 22 days wire. I was scared to get the next power size. It's 22 days. So it's a little small for motors, but most of the motors have long enough leads on them anyway.
Yeah.
And it's probably a little too small for signal wire.
That's a good tip, Jeffries. I've never tried that, but I'll have to try that if I ever have any issue. He says if you can't get a bolt out with Loctite on it, use your soldering iron, heat it up a little bit, just for a few seconds, and then try.
Wow.
So it actually, soldering iron on what part?
On the bolt.
bolt.
Just put it on the head of the bolt a little bit to heat the bolt up, so if it gets some heat in there, it
Heats the Loctite up.
Yep. Mike has cookies. He won't share.
I got cookies too.
So anyway, I
Kick
mean,
that
for
bird,
those
dude.
that watched my debacle yesterday, I was trying to make sure all this shit worked. And Paducah said he had told me earlier I needed to bolt the motors down to the arm. So after he watched the replay of me arming it and the motors flying all over the place, instead of he had told me, like I said, he's preaching to me about bolting the motors in place. So today, this morning, when I responded to that comment, I said, well, I guess since I have the stack on the frame backwards, I'm glad I didn't bolt the motors down.
Yeah, I still never have bought a roll of any of the wires and whatnot. I did buy like the battery wire. I bought like 2 yards of it or something like that when I first started building because I didn't have any access. By the time I built 2 or 3 quads, I had enough excess wires. I just use the little pieces that I have. You know, if you're extending a wire for a motor, you're only needing a little bit. Usually on the drones nowadays, you're cutting just enough off that it's a good extension for some of your other ones. So for like a 6-inch arm, if you're going from a 5-inch to a 6-inch, you only need a little bit to extend the wire. So it works out pretty well. I haven't had to buy any really.
Well, here's
little wires all over though, man. I got tons of it.
Here's the other deal too. Paducah was showing me because when I said something about that, I said, "Man, never mind. Go ahead. I forgot what. I said something about the motor wires being cool and the wire I ordered, and he has been putting these LEDs on the arms. They got 3 inputs and 3 outputs.
Yeah.
And he's been using them, and he's like, ever since then, I've never had an issue with motor link, you know. Wires are always long enough to go on there. But here's the things I just got yesterday. These are a bunch of bolts, all of varying lengths. Because I've been sent rubber bumpers for the arms and stuff by various people like Chris, MD95, TSI, and others. And I've always been, you know, if you don't have the right length bolt, then there's less going into the motor because of the thickness of the arm protector. So I got this nice assortment. It wasn't much money.
These ones here are the ones that came in the quad box.
Mine won't focus, but yeah, I got them too.
Now,
And I got this.
if I can.
You're getting sleepy.
These actually have the signal
cool.
wire on them, Ed, so that you can wrap, like say you want one on the top of the arm, one on the bottom. The 3 ABCs there at the bottom, you connect those wires down and run them to the other one.
Right.
And you can run them in series, so you can have all the LEDs going.
That'd be cool. I don't know, man. I just, it seemed like every time I turned around, I didn't have the right length bolt or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, more shit. Came with some cool heat cranks, you know. So different colors, different ties. And what else did I get? I got some of the 14 gauge wire. Looks pretty cool. It's heavy.
That's the Team Black Sheep stuff.
Yeah.
Or was that the LED stuff? The LED stuff had that clear shrink wrap too.
Yeah, they come with, it comes with some skinny ones and it comes with the wider ones.
And that material's actually pretty thick. I like it.
It is. I bought a roll of 1-inch way back. Some clear 1-inch for arms and for ESCs and whatnot, so you can still see the thing. Man, that is some seriously thick stuff, though.
Wow.
It looks like
it's good for like your VTXs and all that stuff. So
that's crazy.
Okay, if anybody needs some of this is like 10 feet of each color. So
That's, I got
like,
the water covered, boys.
Hey, I'll trade you.
Supply of wire.
I'll trade you some for that. I got you want some snakeskin? I'll send you as much as you want. I could use some of that wire.
That's right, you bought that big ass roll.
No, close the door.
Tons of this.
Yeah, I need to get some of that.
Uh-oh.
Now they're
Kids are
always
fighting.
on 4-on-1s and not worried so much about Arm ESCs. And that snakeskin's kind of nice.
Right?
It's cheaper than shrink wrap by far.
And it
And more
works.
durable.
It works.
It works better than the shrink wrap.
I watched Chuck It arm his quad with a
You
bent
can
prop.
reuse that. You can't reuse the shrink wrap. You can reuse that over and
Right.
over.
Yeah. I saw Chuck It's bent prop. He tried to arm and it spun and he stopped right away and he was like, oh man. And we thought for sure he was gonna cut through, and nope, it sure did not cut through at all. We were both like, oh, that's awesome.
What is that? Squeaky.
That's my daughter crying for some reason.
Oh, shoot. Got the wire.
Paduga.
Sugar must be off.
I think they're all fighting in there.
Over the last cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what they do. They fight. They're kids.
How old are they, Eric?
Which ones?
What-
You got like 15 of them running around like a pack of Indians.
yeah.
Hey, look, man. I grew up with. I had a younger sister that was 3 years younger than me, and a brother that was 4 years younger than me. And for years back, they were the enemy. So I had an older half brother, and I was like, "Oh wow, at least I have a tag team with me now."
Yeah, these guys, they like
I'm trying to
fight like
behave
kids.
and not eat the cookies on cam, but you keep talking about them, buddy.
Yeah, who's talking about
Girl pool here.
I'm up in the chat because I can't see crap over there. Trying to make a little progress on Mag Dog 1.2 because I need to fly tonight. I mean, this weekend.
Tonight.
Weekend.
Have another beer. You'll be all right.
I will. Well, I think I'll have another puff too.
Yeah.
Cheers. Hey, is Jeffrey Stalin still in here? I got to tell him a cheers.
Yes, he
But he
is.
drinks that stronger natural ice stuff.
Oh, you're having the regular stuff?
I'll meet you backstage, Ed.
All right, bro. Cheers.
You know when the Loki cam is on, something shady's going down.
Yeah, I know. I understand completely, brother.
I guess I'm the DD.
What's that coughing noise? You know, you're supposed to mute your mic first. Hey, Val. How
No,
you
that's
doing?
a lung cough, man. That's fighting off this cold. I just did a 10-day spot of antibiotics. I finished off Monday, I think it was. Yeah.
I want to apologize.
Pushing crap
Val.
on my chest.
I went live. School put me up to it, but it just kept going on and on. I meant to be off before 11, so I apologize for infringing on your screen time. All right, you had more people than me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Man,
That's
the thing about screen time. Right?
That's fish cam.
If you feel you're like stepping on somebody else's toes for stream time, think about it this way. YouTube is international.
No, I
have
get it.
1,000 subscribers on my people watching me. Okay. So if I've got 1,000 people sub to me and every one of those is going to look for stream time too, who's going to be stepping on who?
Yeah, I know.
Is it I was here first? You can't have that stream time? No. That's like me and old guy. Old guy and his drone's on an hour before I am. Well, is that taken from my view? No. It's adding to his, and you know, it gives me a chance to stop over there. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to go live, this or that, and give a shout out to. You know what I mean? Push it around. There's so many different channels out there. You can't.
And you're right.
Now and not then, and you got to get your view time too.
And that's where I
run every night of the week. Yep. If you
Me?
stepping on toes though, you won't get stream time on YouTube.
I thought you just had to ask Roger if it was
No,
okay.
you're right.
Yeah, you just got to talk to the Godfather.
Right. You just ask Roger, is it cool? I'm thinking about streaming next month on the 17th around 3 p.m. Is that all right?
Yeah. See, I'm not one to ask permission from any damn one, okay?
That just goes live whenever.
No, when the urge hits me, I'm going live. That's all there is to it. Now, if no one chooses to stop by, that's just fine by me. But I'm just putting stuff
You keep
out
talking
there.
like that, the Canadian Mafia is going to stop by. That's what's going to happen.
That's okay. I have plenty of guns.
You got to ask Roger.
Close the door.
I take advantage of the
What?
Thursday night slot that I took. Basically, was
What?
we were always hanging out at the other networks and this and that.
Even turn off the light.
There was an opening
get it.
Thursday night. And that was a good night for me. I was like, wow, I'm usually home on Thursday nights, and it's like a slot that Adam's like, I don't want to go later at night. He wanted earlier in the day, so we picked that time zone that worked out, and it was working quite well for a while, and seems to be doing all right. A lot of people just show up during this time. We used to get 15
Turn your
people
screen off for a minute, Eric.
so.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Hey, Garth, he was yawning. Oh, did it freeze?
How long have you had a light?
That's a big screen for you, buddy.
Why
What's
don't
that?
Frozen.
you drop that in the camera view and then throw him some food?
Hey, he's down in the basement. This is down in the basement. I'm like 2 stories up above it.
Yeah, I know. It's a long ways away.
I get 24/7 live streaming down there with that action cam that I did a review on, the underwater one I use.
There you go.
But this isn't set up in underwater mode. This is actually in a beta dish I have underwater, in a plastic container, but it's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
We're gonna
That's
bait
good video quality.
yeah. And I have it plugged in too. It plugged into the wall, and
So that's like dash cam, action cam, all that kind of stuff, or
yeah, yep.
that's what I thought that was.
But yeah, like
talk about this camera, Eric.
yeah, the C, yeah, that one. Yep, that's the
Oh,
one.
hold it upside down. You know, it just seems too light. It seems like I'm sure if I strapped it to Mad Dog One, I'd break the hell out of it.
So let me see here. Where's that?
Yeah, it's really light. I've
So GoPro says right now, any action cam you turn in, you can get $100 towards a GoPro 8. So I was thinking about turning in this little cheap thing in.
Man, that's a good idea. I know I got one of those laying around.
I got
$100, man.
$100 towards a GoPro 8. That puts it down to like $300, man.
Dude, oh man.
Yeah,
awesome.
I got one of them sitting around. It's in great
Dude,
quality.
she's
It
gonna
doesn't
kill
matter.
me.
As long as it works. That's all they said.
I know I got one of those cameras somewhere for $100. I think it was like $30.
Yeah, I got this at the pawn shop.
Nice. Oh man, dude, I just got done convincing her that I need to buy a whole bunch of soundproofing tiles because I'm going to put soundproofing foam up all around the room. And now I'm going to convince her that I need to go buy a GoPro, another one. But come on, look at the perceived value. That crappy camera for $100.
Give me $50 for it, not $100 still.
Right?
I mean, it's twice what I paid for it.
I want to know what you're planning on doing in that room with soundproof. What are you planning on doing in there that you need all this soundproofing going on?
Drone studio, man.
It's my studio. Yeah. I'm trying to eliminate all the reverb.
How do you know the reverb is caused by you?
Well, no, I'm the cause. The reverb is the effect. I'm trying to eliminate that.
Well, just put all those little rubber foam spikes all over your yard, all over your room.
That's what I'm doing. I ordered a bunch of them.
No,
They come in
really.
tiles, dude. They come in 1 foot square tiles. So I ordered 24 of them. I'm gonna order like 48 more, dude. I'm gonna do all the walls up in that, probably the door, maybe the ceiling right here.
Man, you're just insane. You know that?
Yes, I know. I go way overboard with pretty much everything I do.
We built a sound studio for a guy in a basement once. He remodeled the basement. We built a whole little box area for all his like synthesizer and his mixing board and everything else. And he DJ type mixing, but then it was set up so that he could have like people outside wired in and everything to the board. So all his microphones, and he could actually do guitar recording, all that kind of stuff, and have a session going on or whatever. But we built him a little sound box and everything. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That is super cool.
Try to get rid of the glare. There we go. Hey, Garth was coming around closer, so I was trying to show you guys a close up of him. But he's a camera hog. He likes to, for some reason, he likes to hang out by the camera. Yeah, the first, let's see, Sunday, I think. Yeah, Sunday I threw like 50 minnows in there, and they were gone. That first day.
You should have had video of that.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Well,
because one of the cool things is you can see that little red button right here, guys. You can record this live stream.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. You should have that tablet or whatever it is program set up to do a live stream. Even if and just have it sitting there on a thing for pitching.
What's going on, Rob?
Yeah, I plan on doing that. This is just like the experimental stage right now.
Rob, I believe I sent you a link. If you need one, let me know.
See how big he is? Right now, the pond he's in is like 4.5 feet by 3 feet wide. So that'll give you guys
Dan.
Anybody like to join? We got room for a couple more on the actual panel. So the StreamYard's rolling around.
Yeah, come on in, Rob. Kim, stop by.
Come on in. You know how we do it on Thursday nights.
Fill it up.
Yeah, I'll probably be heading out here.
Don't have to leave.
I gotta go to bed soon.
You act like you're adulting or something.
Yeah, I gotta make the money to pay the bills. So
I get to go tear up an entryway of tile tomorrow. That's all I'm really doing. Which Friday payday, and it's snowing out currently, so I'm not looking for a big day tomorrow anyway. Parker Russell, I love you, brother.
Luckily, it's siding, so it's kind of easy.
Parker, we got to get you into a computer, man. Get off the tablets and phones and stuff, bro. Novice Quads, welcome in.
Just so you guys know, we measured him. He's 20 inches long when we put him.
I think you need to.
Hard, dude.
What's that?
Eric, I think you need to turn that camera, the one in the tank, a little bit more to the left, because it seems to be looking at like too much of the right-hand wall of the tank.
Oh, that's facing all the way. It is actually turned to the left. So
yeah, if you look at it, you see too much of the sidewall. Maybe just me.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I have it in that corner. I can't remember why I put it in that corner, but
if you just slide it to the left like a foot, it might make a world of difference.
Yeah, because I remember why now, because the spot that it's in is the only flat level spot I could set
I got you.
the little thing on. That's why. But it does
Maybe-
good for what it is.
Maybe
I'd like-
you could use a clamp or something to hold it to where it's held by the top of the tank.
Yeah, I thought about that, but the clamp won't reach down far enough because the water isn't full to the top. It's like 4 inches down, and then the tank sits below the water line like that too. So that's a really, you know, it's really
It looks
long ways
cool,
down.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. I'm just telling you how I think you could improve it.
Eventually, I'm gonna,
Burn just a hair to the left. That's all.
yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna get a real one with a wire probably,
Not
Okay.
and then stream it to my laptop. That way, my goal is because some people came to my shoutouts to watch the fish in the background. So my goal is to have fish and junk on the board, like what you guys are doing with the Hangouts here, and then that way people can watch him, or watch the fish one on that camera while I'm doing the shoutouts. So that's the goal. When I get back into doing the shoutouts. So like how we're set up like this, guys, how there's 4 cameras here. I plan on having
shoutouts. I mean, you got like what, 4 channels going right now, Eric?
Yeah, but I only do RC Crazy full time. And then the fish and junk is just, when I can, and then the same with the gaming.
The RC, first of all, it's easy for him, Mike, in the RC gaming part. Or
Yeah,
whatever
that's
it's
easy.
called.
I just
Because he's going to be
broadcast.
playing the damn game anyway. Why not
Exactly.
stream it live?
Yep, no editing. Just send it and it's there. But yeah, that's the plan is for the fish and junk because I want to do. Everybody liked the live streams, the nighttime live streams. So eventually, when I have everything set up, then I'll do the live streams like that with all the fish tanks, and then come time for shout outs, and I'll have fish and junk on board, and then people can watch the fish swim while I'm doing the shout outs and stuff. So
Not that I really care, Mike, but our names are turned off in StreamYard.
That's because I have the Whistle Stops Hangout banner. If you've got a banner, it doesn't show the names.
Ah, gotcha. Okay,
wow.
that's cool.
Oh,
I see.
you got rid of my banner, dude. It looks so good. I was sitting here representing for you.
Well, he can
I
switch
know.
back and forth.
Ed wanted to see who he was talking to, though. He couldn't remember. But, yeah,
There are
guys.
that was
some
one
days.
if you use the banners during the thing, like if I put that back up, it keeps
Okay.
the games off.
So,
So,
honey, that's cool. I don't need my name.
yeah, I
on
was looking at it,
there. Everybody knows.
that up. I was like, man, what's going on? And trying to figure it all out and see if they added anything new or like taking the StreamYard's powered by thing off. And unless I go up to the upgraded version, you can't get rid of the powered by. So you can have up to 6 this way.
Look at something here.
You also
Oh,
can
okay.
do the custom stuff without being paid for either. All the extra stuff, it'll limit you to what you can add and do. Your branding and stuff like that, it leaves it as default or like the logo. You can put yours on, but it's StreamYard's automatic. You can't shut it off, I don't think, can you? Yeah, customize add it
there
to
are
all
things you
broadcast
can
on
do,
the
but
free plan.
it-
If you'd like to remove it or replace your own logo, check out our upgraded plans.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what
Punch
it
the
takes.
logo, yeah.
Of course. What is it, like $10 a month or something? $20 a month?
It's like 15.
More than that.
Yeah,
Aye,
it's
aye,
almost
aye.
as much as Zoom. And that's why I was like, I might just have to check out Zoom for the paid version. If I'm going to have to spend 15 to get, the extra things that you can do from Zoom and whatnot anyway, then I might as well go to Zoom because Zoom runs smoother. Zoom is
Well,
off their server where StreamYards runs off of yours. So
yes,
it's up to your
exactly.
computer on StreamYards. On Zoom, all your stuff runs basic, just like you were going through the internet. But the internet itself, handles all the extra feeds, like 3-4 people coming in. It handles that on their end. So it's better streaming for you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Share a screen or something like that.
Yeah, like all that type of stuff. It limits the use of your computer and gives it to their computer system. So it's all off their servers.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
All right, Eric. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully maybe next Thursday I'll have a little bit more done. And I'll be able to show again. We'll see what happens.
We'll be watching.
All right.
Hey, Eric, I think you made great progress, and those solder joints look a lot better, brother.
Yeah, I've got OBS too, Rob. I've got that, and I can run it, but I just haven't played with it because the stream's so basic. I haven't felt the real need to have all the OBS stuff, really. If I was more structured on it and not just the Hangouts or something, I might use it. But
I already did, Baduga.
I do have it set up and whatnot, so I could do like a show and have me on one panel and then play with the cams on the other. But that was set up for when we were doing the Google Hangouts or whatever, and you could do different ways. Now I have to go through and relearn how StreamYards is using it or figure out how to work it the right way through there. Yeah.
I like StreamYard better than Google Hangouts myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nearly the same thing, but it's a lot smoother and more user friendly on the StreamYards than it was on Google Hangouts. Oh no. Halloween has begun. Trick or treating time.
Well, why is that other light not on?
He's over there masking up with a gas mask now.
We need some sound effects. Where's the heavy breathing?
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Flip the
Boba Fett. Oh, Boba Fett, that's Star Wars. That's right. I keep forgetting Eric is a Star Wars fan. He does not like Star Trek.
Yeah, you better get right. Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't dressed that up with some LEDs and stuff, Ryan. I'm trying to remember who Boba Fett is. There he is. Hey, Boba Fett, how you doing?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett was the bounty hunter at Superior, wasn't he? Something like that.
No, the name is familiar. I just can't picture him. Oh, he did have those. Oh, that's the one that had the bug eyes. What, you growing it back out, Mike?
Gandalf is like, I don't know, incoherent.
Look, man,
we cut this since I chopped it, and now that November is starting, officially, we're not shaving the goatee anymore.
Well, I know, but you kind of got to grow your winter fur, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I said. This is like 2 days, 3 days or something. So we're just going to call it close enough to November 1st, and it's now starting to grow back.
Okay, well, there you go. It'll scratch for a week or so.
That don't bother me. It's actually after a few days. This is over here is a little scratchy, but I haven't shaved this in 3 days. This has been shaved in a couple.
Cheers, Jeff.
Did the quick dry shave. I think it was yesterday morning. The day before.
That dry shave. Look, man.
Quick, I was gonna hurry out the door. It's like, throw some soap on real quick. Boom.
No, I remember I remember who he is, Eric.
Yeah, see, I was right. He was the bounty hunter, right?
You plug the battery in and no smoke and sang beautiful. Congratulations, Eric.
Nice work, dude.
Awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Proud of you, brother.
No smoke, saying beautiful.
Cheers.
There's two things you can do to help prevent smoke. One is a multimeter, the other is a smoke stopper. And the thing to recommend is that you check it frequently throughout the build. Each component that you add on, check with a smoke stopper. Put another
That
component
way,
on, check with a smoke stopper, or a multimeter is the best way.
that way you'll know.
Your best insurance is a multimeter. But a smoke stopper will help you quite a bit. And they're easy to make. A couple XT60 connectors and go buy an $8 bulb for your turn signal on your car at the hardware store, and they're easy to wire up. Let me see if I got mine handy. I'm sure I do somewhere. Yeah. This is a smoke stopper that I built. So I got just a bulb, and it's changeable. That's why I went ahead and did it with the connector. I spent the extra connector. You can do it just to the bulb, but then you got to worry about changing the bulb.
It's better with the connector.
With the connector, I can put the bulb in and change out the bulbs easy enough. And I got a whole box of bulbs, $5 or something like that at the automotive. And then it's just a couple XT60 connectors. And then I put a switch in there. And the switch is so that I can go ahead and connect this all up, right? Got my battery power. And you know how you connect a receiver, you got to power up and hold the receiver at the same time for booting or this. All I got to do is hold the button and flip a switch. And it puts my power through so I can use it for boot ups and stuff like that too. And then it's easy to flip a switch instead of trying to unplug a battery. If it is going to smoke and light up, all I got to do is flip the switch and it shuts it right off. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's cool.
Easy to do.
Plus, the bulbs last much longer if you never give them turned up to full brightness.
I've never changed the bulb in that thing. Like I said, I got.
And you probably never will.
Right. I actually thought about using the extra bulbs that I got to make a discharger, put an XT60 connector on and wire a bunch of batteries together, lights together, bulbs together or whatever, and it'll use it to drain the battery down.
There's no way to regulate that.
Yeah, I know. We used to do it all the time though with our like ground models and stuff like that. We used to use it all the time. We had I had a daisy chain of, I think it was 16 bulbs together, all together, and wrapped electrical tape in the middle so you could hold on to it to set it down or this or that. But dangle it off a table and put your battery on that baby and just watch her glow. But yeah, now that you're getting into 4S and 6S, I don't know how the power would handle, but I'm sure you can do it. If that'll handle powering up off a flight controller with the battery pack and whatnot, it should handle it. It's a 12-volt battery, for a car. So, I mean, should handle up to about 4 to 6S, somewhere around there.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, wouldn't it be better to have a fuse rather than a light bulb?
Do what? Instead of a light bulb?
Yeah.
Using what?
Use a fuse instead of a damn light bulb.
Well, the fuse won't light up like the light bulb does. The light bulb's just a.
I know, but if the fuse blows, you got a short. Damn it.
Yeah, you can use a fuse just the same.
It'll stop.
The light bulb just so that you can see it quick and shut down real quick. That's just your notification where a fuse will take longer to pop.
I think it would be better.
The bulb will light up at lower power where a fuse is going to take more power to pop. So your fuse isn't going to be as accurate.
No. The fuse is the most reliable means of automatic disconnect there is.
Right.
And if you have it set to the right current limit.
There you go. If you have it set to the right current limit. So you're going to have to change out what size fuse for depending on what connection you're using each time. Whereas the bulb, 1 point some volts, period.
No, what you do is you figure out the wattage of the bulb that you're using and the amount of resistance it's going to give to
A
current.
fuse isn't going to light up and give you a warning at very low voltage. At very low voltage, you will burn up a flight controller, dude. It takes like 1 volt to burn up a flight controller if you've got it connected improperly.
No, I agree with that 100%.
So your light bulb lights up at low voltage, very low voltage. So that it doesn't matter if it lights up full, it doesn't have to. It's just got to light up to let you know that it's bad and then shut down. So you want that low end voltage. What are you going to put a 1.5 amp fuse in there? As soon as you hook it up to your 4 volt, your 4S voltage, it's going to pop your fuse.
No.
Whereas okay. I don't get how you're saying that. I don't see how you can regulate how much voltage you're putting into that smoke stopper using the fuse to be able to shut it down quick enough to not blow up any equipment.
Let me just stop you right there. A fuse doesn't give a crap about voltage. It's all
what
about.
What are you going to put in? What
I'm
size
not,
fuse are you going to
I'm
put
not
in?
saying I'm not saying that the light bulb is a bad idea. I'm just saying that
Could use a fuse, but you're saying it's not convenient.
in series with a fuse, the light bulb in series with a fuse would be better. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the light bulb's set up for the lower voltage, so that's the only reason I use the light bulb. It gives you that light up indication so that you know that where you can pull off. The fuse, the part that I added the switch in was off of drone. I can't even think of who it is, 101 or whatever. Anyway, he built it or whatever, and he put the switch in. I was like, I like that. That way I can use it for booting up and holding that boot button down, power up, and you go. So it's great for that. But
the whole rig is beautiful, Mike. I'm just saying.
You have that indication light so that you know when it lights up right away, so that you can pull off. Because the original smoke stopper, all it is a bulb and a plug. There's not a whole lot more to it. The original smoke stopper isn't a switch so you can flip a switch off to stop the power level. You just got to pull that thing. So that's why, but yeah, a fuse would pop it, but you'd have to regulate what size fuse, you're putting to it because you're pushing such low voltage on like your ground off of, say, your 5 volt. If you got a bad connection on your 5 volt going for your receiver and you've got a 10 amp fuse in there or something like that, is it going to pop it fast enough for you to not smoke your flight controller?
That fuse will blow before you can flip that switch. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't give a crap about the voltage. It's all about current. And chances are you'll never pop the fuse.
Well, that's what I was thinking, is that the fuse, if it's too high of a fuse, it's just going to take that little bit of excess current and smoke your flight controller before it has a chance to pop.
You got to remember this, okay?
Right away.
You got to remember this. The light bulb in series with the power automatically dampens the amount of power.
You're reversing the power when the smoke stopper, you're reversing the power voltage anyway. It's the connection on a smoke stopper isn't like your direct connection. You've got,
look, man.
You got your positive and your negative, and reverse it along the way so that it gives that reverse polarity type thing.
It's not reversed at all. It's just in series. That's a series connection. Okay, that's why the colors change along the way. You're not reversing.
Just because that's the wires that I choose.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I didn't change.
But I mean, all that is in series with your power connection. So automatically, because of the light bulb in there, you are splitting the voltage between the battery and the flight controller, or the ESC, which is where the main power lead usually goes.
You're talking multi-rotor with an electrician.
Well, I know, but it's the same thing, man. Electricity is electricity, dude.
If you understand all that stuff fully.
Again, like I was saying, the light bulb is a great indication because I mean it's showing you a direct short. It was just like, okay.
The whole point of the smoke stopper, though, is to have an indicator, not just a fuse blowing. So that's why they put a bulb on it. But yeah, you're right. It could work either way, Ed.
I'm just saying most of the time I'm thinking that that bulb, yeah, it might not fry quick because that bulb slows it down where a fuse would blow lickety split.
It might be more
dead short.
but you wouldn't have the light up indicator, depending on or whatever, you know. But I don't know.
The fuse isn't going to tell you if you have an idea, though.
Maybe we need to get Bardwell in here and ask him why they used a bulb instead of a damn fuse.
Because nobody has to
ask the know-it-all why they used the bulb instead of a fuse.
Well, I mean, okay, here's another prime example.
Maybe he knows why. Because, I mean, he did create the balance board.
Okay.
He did. He created his own balance board, and he's created a flight controller. So he should know about electronics enough to know why they use the bulb instead of a fuse, if a fuse is more efficient. I'm curious.
Right.
If a fuse really is more efficient, why didn't they just use that in the first place? I mean, fuses are how much to replace. A bulb is how much to replace. These bulbs that they're using are almost outdated, man. That's why I got a whole box of them for like $5. You know what I mean? So over 10 years, I won't be able to find those bulbs to even use in my darn smoke stopper anymore.
I mean, here's the deal with that. And I was telling this to somebody the other day. Okay, you put an ohm meter across. I use an ohm meter and I look at the readings I get and I'm like, yeah, that's okay. It doesn't read infinity. It was never meant to read infinity. You will never get infinity unless you have it on the higher range of a multimeter, because the power from the meter is going to try and read through the electronics. So as long as it doesn't read 0, you're probably okay. If you reverse it and put the leads the opposite way.
Again, a multimeter is your best source of checking your current to make sure that you're not shorted out. Smoke stopper is not fail-proof, people. It does not always work. It won't always work, depending on. And like I was saying, what's the rating on this smoke stopper now? Will it handle a 6S power rating now? I don't know.
Yeah, it will.
I figured it would. It should handle up to about 6S, but you start pushing over that, like big beats or something, these smoke stoppers, you're not going to do so well probably. You'd have to go to a higher battery or higher powered bulb or whatever, wouldn't you?
Higher voltage.
It's still pushing, like, even though it's 6 cells, it's still only so many volts, right?
What is the rating of a?
Because it's per cell voltage that we get.
26 something.
Yeah. Well, that's like 16.5 or 16.
Let's see. Take let's see. My 4S is 16.8. Well, actually, usually hit 16.84, but 16.8. So add 8.4 to that.
16.8 plus 8.
That should be 6.
8.4 plus 6 is 25.2. Something like that.
No, I think you missed a digit because
16.8.
I said you got to feel Loki.
16.8 and what?
16.8. 16.8 and
16 and 8 is 24.
8.4.
16 and 8 is 24, and then 8 and 4, so it's add 1, so that's 25.2 left over.
Man, it's in the 20. I see a ton of videos where they got 20. I thought they said 26 volts in the OFD. I could be confused.
Yeah, it should be like 26.4 or something like that, somewhere around there.
Oh, that sounds.
What's 6S voltage, Parker?
24 volt.
24?
I think so.
Well, that's in the
Maybe.
quiescent state. I'm talking about Parker. I'm talking about fully charged.
I know 5S fully charged is 21, so add 4.2, so it should be like 25.2
Yeah,
or something like that. So they say like 20.
4.2
4.25, I
is
don't
a
know.
good number.
Rigor Mortis, welcome in. Happy Halloween to you too, man.
Let's see.
You see what our trick-or-treating is? Us old folks. I have no kids at home trick-or-treating anymore, so I got nothing to do. My daughter's actually having a Halloween party at her house and invited me over. I was like, well, I'm live streaming from 7 to 9. She's like, come over after. I'm like, it ain't going to be any fun for me. It's a bunch of kids. I'm not bobbing for apples.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't want to bob for any apples?
No, I did that in my younger days, man.
Yeah, I did too. Okay, so I'm doing the math.
Sticking my head in something that better be drinkable.
It does come out to 25.2. I'll be damned.
Shit spilled again.
I could have sworn maybe they're overcharging their batteries.
HV, baby. High voltage charging. Charging 7 over.
Well, I was doing because I think 4.2 volts is what is full charge for
What do you got there, Parker?
a
This is
standard.
the TBS Capriini 2.
Holy
Got him in the mail today.
big old
Got Maytech F7 flight controller gonna go into it. I held up the GPS unit a minute ago. But
wing.
TBS diversity receiver. I have the Unify Pro 32 VTX kind of already in here. Yeah, get it out for a sec. I'm sitting there like trying to figure out how I want to wire all this.
Right.
Yeah, because I brought several leads with it, but a lot of the shit I'm not realizing needs 4 pins instead of the 3. So I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Rob says he stole a lamb from the neighbor's house, and later he's doing a human sacrifice for Halloween. So,
Okay.
anybody like to see that? Check out Quad Farm channel.
Oh God.
Well, hopefully you found a worthy victim, Rob. Oh, you gotta deserve to die.
Much crap. All right, let me clean up a little bit.
There are ways you can discourage that quad farm, Rob. I've done it already. There ain't nobody coming to this place. This looks like the Bates Motel looks more inviting.
Conveniently, about a week ago, my front porch light blew out, and I just haven't replaced it yet. So I don't even have to worry about forgetting to turn the light off. Ain't nobody coming here. It's snowing and raining outside. They ain't walking through this ghetto. That's the new TBS one.
It's been out for about a year, I think. I think early 2018.
What's that run? About 150 or something like that for the wing?
I got the P&P. I don't have the.
No, you got
I'm
all
trying to find the
man.
thing for it. I'll be pull up the email. It's easier that way, I think. So the wing, damn it, it's not telling me the prices. Give me another sec. Where the hell is it? Okay, there we go. So I got the PNP wing, which was $279. The FC was 55. Receiver was 60 because I got the diversity one. VTX was another 50. GPS was 30. Damn, I put a pretty good gear on this, I think. I hope. Yeah, so the wing itself was about 280. Which I think what I'm gonna have to do is sacrifice this lead and split it up into 2 or 3 single, either signal or whatever. You know, I want to do that. Really just focus on one thing. Getting all the stuff into kind of one day.
Better color with his back wall. I mean, we need some colors. A plain color just doesn't seem right. It almost looks like flames going across the wall.
Trippy. Is he coming back?
Yeah, they're all coming back, I'm sure. They're probably
I scared him away. They're like, oh shit, he brought a wing to a quad party.
having a medical session, something like that.
Sorry about that crackling.
He might be dealing with the woman too, and it goes back and forth. So
it'd be like that sometimes. Makes me glad I'm single.
Still there. See, there's Indigo now. He heard us talking about it. He's like, what?
You assholes.
Come strolling back in.
I was busy typing this long diatribe to EBR. The bulb, a positive part of the bulb, other than being like a shock absorber and putting lower voltage to your FC, which is probably rated from a certain voltage to a certain voltage.
Right.
And so you're putting a lower voltage on it, and the bulb, as it glows, it gets hotter. You got the switch in your hand. You can quickly turn it off. A bulb, when it gets hotter, its resistance goes up. So that's even more of a shock absorber. That's why light bulbs always blow when you first
Canadian drone guy. Welcome in. Let me get you blued up here, buddy. You've definitely been around and getting some content out and stopping by, so welcome in. Enjoy the wrench. We try to keep it clean around here. Family friendly. I got a grandson that's getting into drones and whatnot, and I don't know if he's ever going to stop by or not. He's underage, so therefore it's tough for him to be able to get on lives and stuff like that, but we're going to try to work it, because this week I went over to his house. His mom's like, hey, I found the batteries for his little drone or whatever. It's a toy grade drone, Wi-Fi for camera and whatnot, and he didn't know really how to fly it. So I went over and taught him how to work the controls and whatnot, what he needed to do to get it up in the air and whatnot. And from then on, man, it was all gone. He's out there doing figure eights with it, flying line of sight and everything else. I'm like, oh, geez, we're
Here we go.
Real soon, boy. So, yeah, I'd like to get him going on some things, but he's limited on a budget, but I might be able to help with that a little bit with some of these things I got playing around here. So,
okay, so let me get this right. Was it last week you were talking about, or where did you see you were talking about hitting this kid up?
Hitting the kid up.
Well, you were just talking about turning
My
somebody
grandson. My grandson. It's my grandson. It was this last week. My daughter
Okay.
hit me up on the phone. She's like, hey, Dad, stop by. I found the batteries, and he needs to figure out how to fly this. He's bugging. So I need you to stop by for 5 minutes and show him how to do it real quick. So I hooked up his little toy grade drone and everything, and I'd flown it already once. I showed her how to fly it so that she could show him. While he was at school, she brought it over and we flew it around a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, that's easy." Took it back home. We couldn't do it again. So I went over and played with it and showed him how to work it and everything with him there. Man, it didn't take but one time, one battery. That's all it took. He's out there flying figure eights out in the yard, line of sight, and everything else with the dang thing, dude. And I'm talking full figure eights. We're not talking like just going up and keeping the drone in one direction. He's doing the yaws and everything, turning full figure eights, flying the dang thing.
Wow, that's really good.
That boy is going to be in the drone quick. So, yeah, it'll be cool. But I want to get him in and get him started up on some things. And
I was just telling Liz was busting my balls about the damn drone looking the same. And I told him, well, I got the flight controller turned around, okay? Does it look better, Liz? What are you doing to that dog? Are you giving that dog an attitude?
I'll tell you what, that Transtech F7 flight controller and that Dyno ESC combo was nice and easy to hook up. The ESC comes with the wiring harness that comes out and leaves the wires on the end. But the flight controller, the F7 Next, comes with extra pins, and the wires are already pinned at the end. So all you got to do is pick what pin goes into your flight controller and then set whatever it is on your flight controller. Read the diagram and pin it in from the flight controller to the ESC, and it's plug and play. Just like it was a combo board made for each other. Really easy to watch. Baduga says that quad looks the same, man.
Well, you need to read one comment.
The motors are still dangling off the wires, aren't they, Baduga?
One, I took the nuts off, and I have the flight controller back off and flipped over. Just need to hit up my iron, reheat that one motor wire that broke off when I armed last night. And
he armed while he did that motor screwed in.
But they didn't have props on them, man.
They didn't have props on. They still spin up and go crazy all over the table.
Oh, I know.
It's like a wild octopus flapping around over there.
That's what they did. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, no, I tell you. I
was trying to pull it up earlier because I seen it last night. And I was like, oh, man, I'm too tired. And then I got busy today, this and that, and doing things. And I pulled up to send you the link. I was like, oh, yeah, I was going to watch that. So I pulled it up and tried to watch, and it kept circling on my darn screen. I was like, why is it buffering? I don't know. I'll catch it later.
All right, man. I don't know. You know, a lot of people think it's, for anybody that didn't see it, go to, let's see, I wrote it down. I think it's 22. Okay. So I do all my soldering and all this stuff, and I'm wanting to see if the old flight controller and all that works. So just jump of my last stream, my last video would be my last live stream. Just jump to 22 minutes. And before another 3 minutes goes by, you'll see the magic. And this is just me trying it out for the first time, and don't ask me. He wants to see. Well, let me arm the motors, and they start flipping and flying all around. It's pretty cool. I was pretty quick on the disarm button though.
Boss is hitting me up, changing my schedule for tomorrow already. Looks like
I hate when it happens.
I'm not tearing out tile. I'm going out of town. That would have been nice to know. hours ago before I started having a pint and know I needed gas for tomorrow to make it all the way to the job. I thought I was working local, so I didn't worry about extra gas. Now I'm driving fucking 45 minutes to an hour away.
Yeah, that sucks.
That means I got to get an earlier start too, damn it. Oh, so now I got to think of hours. What did I work this week? Oh, shit. It'd be nice to get a paycheck tomorrow, so I should probably figure that out.
That's a good incentive.
Yeah, it's usually pretty nice that way. I just finished up a job for him, and we did another job while he was out of town in Florida for the weekend. So, yeah, I should have some pretty good incentive for being there tomorrow, too. A little extra bonus on my check, I hope.
There you go.
Nice.
I doubt it. It'll probably be another week because he hasn't gone down there to Merrill and done the doors for the dude. And the dude's still got trim that wasn't up. So there's still work to be done. But I don't know. It's the same guy. We went down. He got pushed into the house. They were closing on their other house. They weren't done with the one house. The front door wasn't even installed yet. They're like, we need to move in this weekend. So on a Friday, we go down. We take a 4-man crew down, top 4 guys in the company. Well, we'll call it that. 2 of them are actually ex-employees. They're family, brothers of the owner. So they used to work for the company when his dad owned it, and they've gotten out of the painting and this and that. But times are hard, so they're painting a little bit for him, doing some side work. But the guy's like, oh, I need some painters to come in. So we went in. He paid us $300 for a 6-hour day each. Cash.
Nice.
So $50 an hour to go in and paint.
Yeah, nice.
So we just did his basement now. So the guy will probably pay well, even if it's not finished right now. I'll probably give him some money and say, hey, I'll need you back here soon, and we'll pay you up on that. And he doesn't seem to have a problem with paying up. So I might get a bonus tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I should. A little something. He just did 4 days in Florida while I was up here in the cold, man. He better give me something.
Yeah,
Babysitting his cruise.
Bonus money means new wax.
Bonus money means a new set of motor. Oh,
There you go.
actually, I'm thinking batteries soon. Or this Mavic Mini just come out.
Don't do it. Come on. Get it together, dude.
Dude,
Get
I'm
yourself
thinking it'd be
together,
fun.
man.
I'm thinking it's going to be a fun B footage drone and like, low end, getting into some 107 type stuff to play around with maybe.
I don't know. It's probably going to be cool. I just felt like talking shit.
It's so small. I'm worried about it being stable for video. You know what I mean? For anything that would be.
I don't know. I thought that about the Parrot and Affy when it came out. I was like, there's no way that thing's going to hold up in the wind. And everybody says it does pretty good.
I saw the footage of a couple different videos so far where they went out and tested it. And they're talking like 20-mile-an-hour winds with 40-mile-an-hour gusts. And it's stable. And the video looks pretty dang stable. So if it can handle stabilization and get you pretty good footage, enough to make a couple bucks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I dig it. And I dig the form factor, obviously, is what's really attractive about it.
Small.
I mean, that's really what it is, dude. Like I got, when I was coming up.
The radio, the quad for $500.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And it's under the registration size, as long as you don't put the prop guards on a sticker pack or a light.
Yeah, let's see. You
Add
could
anything to it, you're over the weight.
You could take the shell and boil it in fabric dye and shit. Trying to customize it.
Right.
Hydro dipping it, just trying to get no weight.
Even hydro dipping, man. A gram is nothing. That's a paper clip. Think about it.
That sucks, man, because those wraps are pretty cool.
Paper clip.
Right?
It ain't gonna take much to put it over the weight limit.
Damn, that's a bummer. I like the wraps. All right, so
you have that thing built before the live stream for hot dog there, Parker, or what, man? He's steady busy on that thing.
Dude, it looks raw though.
I'm going to change this over back from the banner so we can maybe see a little bit more. I might just put them on like full. Oh, there we go. I got.
Oh, he's muted because he's like, "Oh, you guys want to talk shit, huh?"
No, sorry, my dad came in. I forgot to unmute.
Well, we heard the conversation before you muted him, though. He was walking out the door when you finally muted him. I was like, that's all right. Don't matter.
He does that.
You're a teenager, man. It's expected.
I'm 21. I'm just out of it. Almost 22 next month.
Time to get you a house, brother.
I don't know. Right now,
Dad's wings, dude.
we split the bills. We're able to, being able to split bills instead of being broke. I can have toys.
Your smells different when you're free, though.
Yeah, I'll survive.
I don't know. If you've been there since you were young and you're still 21 and still there, right? Yeah, you probably got it pretty well off. You're not running out the door yet, so it must not be too bad. I know when I was 18, I was already signed up for the Army, dude. At 17, I signed up for the Army. I'm like, I'm not sticking here when I'm done. I get out of high school, I'm out of here. They're gonna put me. They're gonna give me a roof over my head, 3 meals a day, get to go exotic places, meet exotic people, and kill them. Cool, let's go. Yeah, I got stuck in Alaska for 3 years. It's not all that. Alaska is, but the Army isn't. Oh no, Ed's doing that solder and he fired it up. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
I'm about to be doing that soon enough.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get all my leads going where I want them, get the wires pre-ran.
We know how to cut the wires. Ed's wires are cut. He's just got to resolder them. Just had a cold solder joint.
I actually tested it last night at full loop, so I knew it was bad. All the other ones held that. They don't look that pretty, but.
I used to hate tugging on solder joints, and I still was like super bad at soldering. It's like, no, it's staying, it's fine, and then like ended up causing myself so much more pain down the road because I'd screw up.
Like your RX wires, your cam wires, they're so brittle, man. You tug on them a little bit too much, and all of a sudden you're splitting inside the silicone.
Right.
And then you're like, all of a sudden you can fly. And it's like, wait, I had good video before I did that change out of the motor. Now why is it doing that? Oh, I tugged the wire too hard. Now I got a bad connection inside the wire. Now you're chasing 9 wires down to figure out which one it is that's bad, whether it's a signal or a ground or.
I've been there.
Yeah, I did one quad. It's been so long since I rebuilt it. I was getting bad video. I rebuilt it till I changed out like every connector, new wires all the way through, digging around in my box, finding stuff to put in. Whatever works. Build some connectors if you got to.
Right.
I'm getting good at that. Pulling that little tab up, pulling the wire out, putting new ones in.
That's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm depending these.
Yeah.
I don't have a sharp enough. A tight enough thing.
Razor blade.
I just don't have any at the immediate vicinity. There we go. Maybe.
Another's a BTF.
Parker's building. Ed's building. Oh damn! What should I turn on my printer or something?
My printers are work.
Let me check chat to see what's going on over there. I'm probably the only one checking. Morning, Kiwi. Good to have you in, man.
I can't figure out where my BTF went. Did it fall off? It must have fallen off. You see, I need what's his name? Bazooka's been all over me about redoing my battery lead. Plus, he wants me to put the VTX off full battery power.
Pretty much always I put my VTX on full battery power if I can.
No, it makes sense. I mean, why run okay? Especially if it's a board that'll do, 200 milliwatts, 600, 800 milliwatts. Why run that amount of power through your flight controller?
Right.
Makes no sense.
Well, it's regulated at 5 volts too. So if you're pushing 800, you're pushing your max power when you're pushing that VTX if you're on 5 volt versus pushing full power. You've got more capability to push that VTX, I would think.
Well, not only that, but it's got less shit to run through. The VTX has its own.
Right. The VTX has its own. Yep.
If it says 0 to 26 volts, I mean, roll with it, baby.
Yeah, push it to its max if you can. It's always going to be cleaner video. It's going to be more capable that way. And like you said, it's not going through your flight controller most of the time that way. And that's less filtering that the flight controller is doing. So if something bad on the flight controller because of this or that, gyros, whatever, you're not getting all that extra noise into there either that way.
Absolutely.
The less you're running through the flight controller, the better for the flight controller. It's less it's got to do as well. So it's smoother running when you start pushing 8K on your flight controller and your CPU on the flight controller is at 19. Take your VTX off there. It's not pushing power anymore. It's not using resources.
I mean, to me, from as somebody that's played with electronics all my life, really, it just makes more sense. Anything. See, here's the deal that a lot of people don't understand. They don't get. They hear this voltage crap and it freaks them out because, it's a higher voltage. Shit'll burn up quicker. Nah. Actually, it's less likely to, as long as it's designed for it, because watts, horsepower, how much power your motors have and your VTX have is simply watts. Watts is everything. What makes up watts? Power or voltage and current. Current is what heats stuff up. Voltage does not heat up anything unless it's too much voltage for a particular component. And, well, that's a game changer. But that's electronics 101.
I agree, Jeffries. He needs to put a couple bolts in each of them motors and get them on them arms, quit dangling before he pulls another connection off. That's his motor pull test. He leaves them dangling till the end so that if anything's going to come off now, it's coming off before he flies that dang thing.
Right.
It's a self-check.
Loctite, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, get you a little bit of Loctite and at least 2 screws in each motor.
Yeah, I gotta find. I know Chris sent me some motor ends, and since I bought this,
Oh, yeah.
got a nice little assortment. Because the thing that always worried me.
The one we need the most, they don't have enough in those assortments. So
How about it, dude?
Really? Well, it's my first one. I guess I'll learn once I get
Dude, the perfect size with the arms that we use on like 4 to 5 millimeter carbon, the perfect size, you get like, I think it's like 15, 20 of them. Well, if you do full motors, it's 16 fucking screws, man.
Right.
There's your screws already. It's like, man, they're gonna have to give me some more of those.
Right.
So yeah,
And I definitely do all four.
I ordered an assortment too. I switched over one quad and added some TPU and this and that. And I'm like, oh man, I'm out of screws almost already. Just for the motors. I got tons of other ones, but so now I'm gonna have to go and like find me a big bulk buy on just one size screw and buy a ton of them to fill up my box.
One side tool would do what?
One side screw to fill my box back up. That about a 7mm, 8mm length or something like that. That we end up using. I think it's about 7. 4 through the carbon fiber, 1 for the TPU, 2 into the motor is 7. So you want 7mm screw by M3. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find like a whole bulk buy on just that one screw so I can fill my box up for motor screws.
You had me thinking 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Go, cat, go!
Let's see.
Fly, yo, fly.
I can't find my BTX.
Uh-oh. That's a crucial part of flying
There
FPV.
you go.
It was attached a few minutes ago.
Uh-oh. Maybe you should have used some of that double stick tape and secured it.
Dude, I'm gonna show you something, man. Check this out. So, like, usually I would use VHB for situations like that, but I found something I like more than VHB.
Corey Mano, welcome in.
I don't know if you've seen this stuff yet, but it's called nano tape. I think that magic nano tape. They say it's reusable and stuff. I don't really know how reusable it is, but dude, this stuff is awesome.
Is it?
Dude, it's so good.
I've seen the clear type like Gorilla Tape and whatnot. And
I don't know if that's the same. Like, I got that off of Amazon, and
I don't like the clear look though. I mean, when you're mounting parts, like if you got an LED down there to glow through it type thing,
it would go right through it, no problem. It is straight up crystal clear, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my new. And like VHB, like I have to order that off of Amazon or something because like Home Depot doesn't really have it. If they do, you get like a little bit and it's expensive.
Yeah, I get the little rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I like getting more when I can. And that whole huge roll I got was like $3.
Yeah.
So
Yo, guys, it's about that time for me. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, man.
right on,
Hope y'all have
dude.
a good one.
Over there at the hot dog stream, buddy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, well.
Good people there, Parker.
So actually, I didn't need a BTX at all from this point. It's just because it's heavy and it's still got the antenna sitting on it. So,
Oh,
see you
Corey
later.
Mano, dude. I'd love to hear more about that because I just got a Tiny Hawk S, and besides tweaking the PIDs a little bit, I haven't really messed with it. I already love it; like it flies amazing. But I'd be interested to hear about what you're doing.
Okay, guys, this is 2-hour intermission. I got to go get some ice.
Right on, dude. Right on.
Has it been 2 hours?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock now, buddy.
Well, I turned off my iron. Should I turn it back on?
Jeff, no, man. This stuff is like, dude, once it's down, it's down. It takes a little effort to remove it.
I don't know.
But I wouldn't use it like electrical tape. I would use it like VHB, like putting it under something to mount something, giving it a little extra help. Oh, look at Dan. Nice, dude. Nice.
No, look, Jeff. Jeff mentioned something like, let's see, the date stamp on his chat is at 8:50. It's now so 10 minutes ago. I apologize, Jeff. I wasn't seeing the chat over there on the workbench, but I learned that lesson. Okay, and I thought about it because the reason that bird is on the damn workbench anyway, other than the frame, is because the main battery lead got ripped off the ESC. So when those motors got crazy and one wire busted off the ESC, that was the first thing. Oh man, I hope it didn't rip a pad. So I mean, and that's the way this hobby is. You learn shit along the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is accurate for sure.
Some things just have to be experienced to be learned.
Yeah. And you don't always have someone over your shoulder to let you know you're making a mistake. Like, you got to make it and figure it out.
Right.
And it sucks sometimes. Like, all you can do is, like, be excited when you got a lesson that was under $20. You know?
Yeah, it's usually not the case anymore with me.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have plenty of crashes that, I might have to replace a prop or something, or bend one end back into place. But you know, as far as expensive ones like breaking a frame, I've gotten a little better at that now. How you doing, Corey, man?
Man, he's onto something cool. Something I'm not sure I'm ready to mess with just yet, but he's definitely onto something cool.
Well, Beduga keeps urging me to try emu flight.
He's urging everybody to try that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to make a backup. I'm thinking about trying.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on is, I don't know, just throwing spare parts together to make something to test stuff with, like the Beta Flight 4.1 with the RPM filtering and emu flight. I just want something to experiment with while my other quads are preparing for next season.
Yeah, Corey, man, you're kind of like
Nice, dude.
I don't know. I don't dabble in it much, although I try and shoot gaps at high speed at times. But as far as doing a track like you guys do, yeah, I'm not there yet, brother.
Two-stroke me. Welcome in,
Hey,
buddy.
me, how you doing, brother?
Oh. Ed, you're not doing nothing with that quad.
Well, I came back. I wanted to look at the cat. Okay. I found out the BTX and I realized this is the cable to the BTX. Currently, it is soldered to the flight controller. But the dude says I can take this off.
See, this is why I need to pay for Streamlabs. No, I don't need to pay for Streamlabs. I need to go to Zoom. You can't do anything with this stuff.
What are you trying to do?
I was going to put you up with full screen and me and Indigo off to the side, but
You can do that.
With StreamYards, only the person that is in the main person can be the big screen. You can't do the side screen. Like me and Indigo on the side and you as the full. Unless you're streaming, you can't do it.
No, I know I've seen people do that. So you're saying the people that can do that.
It's only on the free one.
Paid for.
Yeah, if you got the paid version, you can change it around and put whoever you want on.
Don't worry about presenting me. It'll be ugly.
Well, I was just trying to put you up while you were building and put us off to the side so you could see all of us, but that way we could see mostly you, but it won't do it. So we'll just kind of.
No, I know what you're trying to talk. Okay, first of all, I've got this incredibly large magnifying
I got bifocal, so I don't have to have the big magnifying
No,
glass.
I need a big magnifying. So, I'm thinking I need to leave the positive and ground. Excuse me.
No,
There's a yellow wire that goes. Why does it go to LED?
the ashes won't do good in your motors. I'm just letting you know.
Huh?
Those ashes won't do good in your motors.
They'll work themselves out.
Yeah, a couple spins.
Just power through
I
it.
won't work on well on the
Fresh
motor.
oil.
Why is this hooked to the LED?
LEDs.
That's
Your
what it
cam
says.
hooked to LED.
Where this yellow wire that hooks to the VTX, which I've lost again apparently.
No, just your big magnifying glasses.
Oh, right here. This VTX, this plugs into this VTX.
That is weird that it's going to LED. Now, that was that's the one that Chris built you.
Yeah.
He might have it resourced to the LEDs because it's just basic. It only needs a signal. So he might have resourced it to the LEDs from a bad pad or something. That'd be something I'd check with him, but that's weird that he's got it to the LED pad.
I'm just saying what the print on the board says.
Right. Well, I'm just saying he may have resourced it for a different reason or something that way. He's good at resourcing things.
Yeah, but
Probably I would.
shouldn't there be a video pad on the flight controller?
So it's the audio off the VTX that you're connected to the LED or to the signal.
There are only 3 wires coming off.
So the yellow's the signal wire going to the LED pad versus going to your general UART like you would normally do, which would be a RX pad because you're transmitting from the VTX and then a receiver on the RX.
You put a video signal through the LED.
Yeah. Instead of putting it through your standard UART, he put it to the designated LED pad instead.
Oh, really?
All it is a signal.
I got you. No, I get you.
It doesn't matter which one it goes to. It could be LED, it could be buzzer, it could be a UART, RX. You know what I mean? It could be any
Okay. All right.
controller properly.
All right. Okay. Here's what all of that, what you just said, makes sense. Makes sense. However, that being said, I have never had any trouble getting video through this VTX. And if what you say is, oh, it was resourced or something, then
Yeah.
after because I actually reset this board to
Did you
default.
did you go in there before you reset the board to default? Did you go in there while that flight controller was flying good? Did you go in and go to the CLI and say diff or anything like that and save that file?
I went to the main screen on Betaflight when you first pull it up. That says backup.
And
that's
saved as a backup. Okay.
It's supposed to do the same thing.
Yeah, it saves everything when you do backup. Everything. So anything that changes, blah, blah, blah. So with newer beta flights, you may have some issues with the backup. You know what I mean? Like going from an older beta flight to a newer beta flight version, it may cause issues with some of the script or the writing, the programming that they've done. Because they've changed some of the language a little bit. But
Well,
If it's newer to newer, it should be all right. You know what I mean? If it hasn't updated
I mean, and here's the deal, and what I was trying to say about that. Let me try and get my other screen back up. Is that I went through, like before I restored the settings, I did that with just because I've been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
And but I flew it after making it go back to default. Default settings, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I flew it after that. I'd already done that when it died. And when it died, it currently now has the same flight controller in it from the crash. All it did was rip the battery pads off the ESC and broke the frame.
If you've got the same flight controller going in and you're plugging it in, wire it the same way that you had it and plug it in. The only thing that's changing right now currently is your ESC. As long as your ESCs are up to date, nothing's going to change, dude. It ain't going to change anything. The flight controller is going to be exactly like it was when you put it in the last time. The only way it's going to change is if you update the firmware on your flight controller.
I agree with all that. And I did.
The way it is. Ask Chris why he's got. Tell him you noticed that it was to the LED pad instead of the cam pad or whatever on that Mamba stack, and ask him why he did it that way. And as long as it's working good, I wouldn't worry about it, dude.
Actually, that was going to be part of my question. Was I have no issue with that yellow wire being where it is because that is obviously the video.
Yeah, it's
it's kind of universal, not always, but kind of universal that yellow is video, damn it.
The signal's just a small signal wire. All it does is sends it over. That's like your audio wire that comes off your video. Your audio is just a signal wire. It just gives a communication between the two. As long as you've got it transmit to receive, you're good to go. And then program it so that your port's open, and whether like some UARTs aren't always opened up. So for audio, you got to make sure that it's, your TBS audio or your IRC tramp audio is connected correctly on the ports tab or whatever. But other than that, generally your basic Betaflight has the audio communication pretty well set. So it's just a signal, though. It doesn't need a lot of power or anything else. Can be any UART that's on there, any signal pad, RX, TX like that, depending on whether you need to receive or transmit.
I get all that, and what Luis was saying is that, because the VTX is capable of 600 milliwatts, so why run that through your FC instead? Just take it off the main battery power because it's rated 28 volts.
The signal wire is always going to go off the FC anyway, though, because your signal's got to go through for your flight controller to figure out whether it's video or whatever. So your signal's going to go through it, but your power is always, you can do your power off your battery lead and then your signal off the flight controller. The signal.
The thing is
the signal is only like what, 1.5 volt that's going through or some shit like that.
It's the current.
Yeah, it's so small and minute as to what it's got to do. It's just basically some code that it's sending over, just a ping. Very little to it, but yeah, I always do the power off the main power connection, and then my VTX signal off the flight controller. And if you can, the other way to do it is your video to video. You can go video signal direct from the camera to your flight controller or your video transmitter, and your video transmitter will take care of that too. But you still have to have some kind of signal to be able to receive power wise.
Or you wouldn't have any OSD if you did it that way, would you?
Right. That's the problem. Without going through your flight controller, you don't get the OSD.
Yeah, I like my OSD.
Yeah.
What? You got the X-ray going on there, brother? It is Halloween, I suppose.
I like it. It's got the orange background going right now on the thing, which I think they did for Halloween because normally it's green. I think on StreamYards.
Really?
The border's green. I think it's orange right now for Halloween.
No, I made it orange. I can make it whatever.
Oh,
I can
did
make
you?
it green.
There we go.
Purple.
There you go. I thought maybe StreamYards was doing that. Now, is that StreamYard settings that you're using, or is that your OSB and all that?
No, actually, this is the Logitech camera software that I've never ever messed with before now.
Dude, there's some. I used to run chat programs like Hangout and Pal Talk and this and that. We used a lot of video cams and whatnot. And there's lots of programs out there that, like Webcam Max or Manicams, that you can use overlays through your cam and push it in as it ends up being basically like your cam is connecting, but it's connecting through a program, and then the program connects the cam in. But you can run separate programs, third-party programs, and do all kinds of stuff with your overlays and
That's cool.
You
frames
really
and different snow effects and all kinds of crap all over your screen. You can put it like you were sitting in a conference room and use your green screen and make it all kinds of different stuff, dude. It's basically like the same thing as the Logitech, but a little bit more advanced. And you can record onto it, things like that. So, like the Manicams and Webcam Max, if you pay for the full versions, you can have like 5 cameras going at once. Like I've got 3 cameras set up on my computer right now. I could have all 3 of those cameras set up and have different overlays going into one screen and blend it together and all kinds of different stuff.
I have XSplit. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't used it, but I've heard of it. There's so many different programs out there for cam, third-party cam splitters and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta mess with it more because I have XSplit and XSplit Broadcaster.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that's got to be like a OBS kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cross between OBS and just a cam software that's a
right.
But
plus, I guess this does like auto green screen or something. I haven't, like I said, I haven't messed with it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. To get the gamma settings is tough sometimes. If you ain't got the right green or this or that set, you got to start playing with the gamma colors so you can get the green screen to work right. You know?
This one does it automatically. It just like figures out the background and you're done.
Senses the color and puts it in, and yes, that'd be cool. I have to look into it. Explicit, huh?
XSplit VCam, and XSplit Broadcaster. It's the software that came with this camera.
The Zoom is the next thing, Quad Farm, but that's $15 a month, man. That's like a monthly payment to stream, and for 8 hours a month that I stream, it's
hard to justify it. Yeah.
No, if I had donations coming to the channel or something, I could utilize those donations, but that hasn't happened thus far, so we'll see.
So you got Zoom
I don't
yet?
have cool monkeys and stuff like that on my stream. I don't get donations. I don't have one of those little YouTube boxes where I can do all the little sound voices and all that, you know. I guess I'm not going to get donations then. I can't be Joshua Bardwell. I don't want to be Joshua Bardwell. I'm not into skirts. I mean, sarongs. Don't get him wrong. It's a sarong.
He's so generous.
Easy breezy.
Oh, I got it now.
All right, so how much is Zoom? What is the Zoom subscription?
Farm, man. He's been paying for Zoom for like months now, and he doesn't even live stream.
What does it cost? Like $20? 20 a month or something?
15 to 20 a month, something like that. I guess you need to get your streams going, Rob.
See, here's the deal, man. I think this works pretty damn good for a free platform, okay?
Yeah, for free, it's not bad. I see the lag between StreamYards and YouTube, and that's what annoys me because, especially if you're trying to keep up with chat, you're like trying to keep up with chat, but chat's not keeping up with you. You know what I mean? So then you're getting a delay on a delay, and it's like half hour later you caught up with things.
Yeah, I know, but it's free. Okay, what do you want for
Yeah.
free?
Exactly. And that's why I was like, well, maybe I need to start thinking about Zoom because, man, that's just starting to get annoying to me, you know? And I'm wondering how much smoother my streams would be with Zoom because Zoom uses their own resources versus StreamYards. But with Zoom, you can have, what, 2 people on the panel for free? Oh, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
So to even test it out, I'd have to, like, kill down half the stream because basically we get, we end up with a minimum of 2 on the stream, but usually it's at 2, 4, 5. And one night we were throwing people off to the side. I was like, wow. So
You had people backstage.
yeah, I had people backstage.
Awesome.
Other people were like, well, I'll get out of here so you can bring them in and whatnot. I'm like, I ain't never had this problem yet.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good problem to have, brother.
I wasn't complaining. I was just like, man. John, welcome in. Rat RH, welcome in. Good
The thing is, man, you get too many and it just gets it's too easy to interrupt somebody else, whatever, because of the lag.
Oh my gosh, it is like 4:20 in like, I don't know, Europe or something like that right now.
Yeah, good enough reason for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and kill the stream. It's kind of died down and whatnot, but it's like 22 minutes past the hour, and I don't know. I got a long day. I get to get up earlier tomorrow now and drive out of town, and yay. On a Friday at that, which means I won't be anywhere close to my bank, and it's going to screw up my Friday afternoon running around doing things, but it is what it is. So
I'm showing 12 watts right now, actually, Mike.
Ed's been stalling on this drone build or whatever. I thought he was going to finish building this thing tonight, so I was leaving him on there and keeping it going, but he keeps stalling. And I know he's stalling for reasons, so I'm wanting those reasons.
Okay.
But hey, guys, thanks everyone for stopping in. We appreciate it. Hope it wasn't too bad of a stream. We know lots of things going on for Halloween with kids and all that kind of stuff. So we appreciate you at least making the attempt to come in for a little while. Whoever stayed, we appreciate it. And we'll be back on next Thursday, same as always. So enjoy, people.
Hey, after a while, crocodile. See you later, alligators.
Later, guys. Have a good night.
And